All right. Hello, everybody. We're just going to give everyone a minute or two to join before we begin this webinar. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to first thank everyone for joining us today. We are very excited about launching ToolWatch EHS. But before we begin, I'd like to let you know that if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please put them in the Q&A box towards the bottom of your screen. And towards the end, we have a Q&A session that Matt and Janan will be able to answer all your questions. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Janan, our VP of Product.
Thanks, Murphy. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're really excited to kick things off here. And we're going to get started by walking you through some of the background of why we're here today. And then I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Matt, who's going to take us on a tour. So let's get started, Matt, first with some quick introductions. I'm the VP of Product, as Murphy mentioned, here at ToolWatch, and my team and I are focused on really delivering value to our customers through our platform experiences in support of lean construction operations. I'm really excited to be here today, specifically seeing this platform grow to expand to integrated safety operations. Matt, why don't you take a minute and say hello to our audience?
Yeah, thanks, Janan. Hey, everyone. My name is Matt Slump. I am a product manager for ToolWatch. I specialize and oversee the safety and EHS products, and also very excited to talk through EHS and how it's going to be integrated into the overall construction operations platform, and overall how we can improve safety, in the software application. So I'm very excited to be talking with everybody here today.
Great. Thanks, Matt. So let's start with a quick introduction to ToolWatch. ToolWatch is really on a mission to help our customers operate more safely and productively. The platform is transforming the way construction companies manage their operations. And now with the introduction of ToolWatch EHS, safety and compliance are part of that transformation. Our customers can identify and be proactive about all the operational factors that affect their safety performance. If we think about what inspired this evolution, Matt, you can go to the next slide. We really are focused on a few key elements. First, we see technology as playing a major role in connecting formerly disparate departments and people, as well as data, in support of healthier and safer job sites. Mobile apps put the ability to check task performance, safety permits, perform inspections right in the hands of workers. And other advances in technology like wearables is allowing businesses to be more proactive with responding to worker health and safety. Everything from hard hats to vests to armbands can help with tracking and monitoring vital signs and helping keep track, but also respond to or prevent accidents. Secondly, our customers need a one-stop shop. They want simplified OSHA checklists to streamline inspection processes. They want automated inspection reporting to save hours of report writing. And finally, businesses are looking for more connectivity between safety and their job sites. Connecting the goals of a safety program with the job site has become essential for construction companies in order to ensure efficient collaboration and reduce costly incidents and delays. Moving forward, some of the ways ToolWatch EHS supports safety on the job site include things like detailed inspection checklists based on OSHA 1926, incident report logs based on OSHA forms 300/301, employee training record tracking. These capabilities ensure that job sites remain compliant. You'll get to see some of that in just a moment. ToolWatch EHS offers a full suite of safety management solutions, enabling construction companies to manage all aspects of safety from that one platform and integrate those processes, procedures, and data with the field, the warehouse, the back office operations, and enabling organizations to identify trends across different areas of the business to make data-driven decisions to improve overall performance and safety. So now let's take a look. This is the fun part. Matt is going to take us all on a tour of EHS and walk us through all of that value that having this integrated into the platform brings to our customers and really take us on a great tour. So Matt, why don't you take it away?
Awesome. Thank you, Janan. So what is included in ToolWatch EHS? So EHS provides a full range of safety solutions for construction to ultimately help empower your safety programs and really offer the full breadth of what's required to maintain a safe working environment. Knowingly, not all construction customers utilize every single module that you see here in this list, but the vast majority will utilize multiple in terms of their day-to-day processes, the roles and responsibilities on site, or what's required of them, again, to maintain a safe working environment for themselves and others. So the modules that are shown here do cover the full spectrum of what's needed to keep workers safe and ultimately to maintain compliance. So today we're going to highlight a few of those key parts of EHS and to provide a sense of not only how easy ToolWatch EHS is to use, but what makes it equipped for construction specifically. So to start, inspections. Job site inspections offers a very comprehensive OSHA-based checklist, but not only that, it allows you to streamline the way that you document findings and is a great educational tool that provides all of the detailed information so that you can put together very clean-cut, clear reports that offer a ton of information and findings. Next, the training module. So this provides a simplified approach to how you can document not only toolbox talks, but other training events. And additionally, it allows you to track employee records, certifications, and ultimately gives you the insight into when an employee might need to renew specific training or certifications. And then job safety analysis, so what we know as JSAs, this allows you to identify job tasks. But not only that, the hazards and controls that are associated with each. And ultimately, this is going to help minimize risk on site. So having the full context of, in some cases, very complicated job task sequences to understand, what are the risks and how to best mitigate them. Additionally, the observations module, a great, quick, and easy tool to record one-off observations and near misses. Great to equip with employees out in the field, be your eyes and ears. And then with our incident module, you can actually record up to 6 different incident types in the module itself. And that includes injuries, illnesses, vehicle property damage, and also while investigating and populating the recordables, being able to manage the OSHA 301 and 300 logs is a great tool, again, that you can streamline that process from beginning to end in the system. Forms allows you and your teams to fill out digital form checklists. So they're totally customizable. They offer a variety of question types. And again, it's a great option to go paperless, getting rid of your paper forms and having that digital solution. And then finally, the scan module is a great tool utilizing QR codes that you can scan and inspect unique assets and equipment. It's great to keep track of all of the different assets that you have on site, uniquely having inspection, history, maintenance records, and it's a great tool to keep track of each one in a unique way. And so this really outlines the safety solutions that are available with EHS. So again, while all might not be used, everybody plays a part in safety to help maintain a safe working environment. So, equipping these tools creates more accountability and ownership for, your job site safety. So with that, talking about, EHS in the platform, talking a little bit about, one of these capabilities, and that is the new ToolWatch EHS mobile application. So again, as we've talked about, technology advances are really helping us to make job sites safer. So having the ability to have a mobile application, the ability to perform different safety processes, and actually have it in your hands, in the workers on site, really equips the stakeholders and allows them to have that capability to be accountable, performing safety. So not only that, we have very comprehensive OSHA checklists, documents, information that allows you to make sure that you're putting together very thorough findings of the data that you're producing. Super important, as you progress along and making sure that you're constantly maintaining, a safe space. And finally, having the ability to streamline that process to collect data and notify responsible parties, that's what's truly valuable for, the data that you're collecting. Not only collecting it, but where's it going? What's the impact that it's going to drive? And ultimately, it's creating more visibility altogether in the organization. So people have the awareness and the accountability to say, hey, this is what's happening today. This is where we want to go, in the future. So this is a great tool that you can utilize out in the field. Again, that's going to offer you the full breadth of safety options. So taking a little bit of a deeper dive, looking at the observation module. Like I mentioned before, this is a great one-off tool that allows employees to be your eyes and ears out in the field. So I'm going to walk you through what this looks like. So as you go through, you're able to actually put together very detailed observations, not only, determining where exactly in terms of location or job where that observation is taking place, but additionally taking it a step further in terms of the amount of detail that's included. So additionally, being able to provide, not only is this a negative or positive observation, because, while we always want to highlight issues and make sure that we correct them, it's always great to identify the good that we find on site, because that's what's important that we can build off of and improve as we proceed along. So additionally, having the ability to put together visual identification, not only taking photos, but having the ability to call out specifically, what do we need to identify? What's the good? What are things that we need to improve on? Having those tools here that you see, being able to document it. And then additionally, having the appropriate capacity to provide what is going on that you're observing. So as you can see here, being able to put in full detail what's being observed. The great thing is too, all of our tools have voice to text optimization. So it's a great way for you to be very effective and save time, but still putting together very detailed information. And then, not only providing what's happening, but what's the context around that? Being able to provide what is the severity rating, what is the category that this observation falls under? Not only that, but what contributed to this? Why did this happen? Not just what happened. And even from there, taking it a step further to identify and actually understand, hey, this happened, but what can we do to make sure that this is mitigated going forward, or ways that we can improve? This is really where the tool brings a ton of value. So providing, what action are we going to take to make sure that this doesn't happen again, and ensuring that we notify all appropriate stakeholders so that we can create corrective actions and really, optimize improvements as we proceed. So once I'm done here, I'm able to submit the observation off. That's simple. Able to jump back to the EHS main menu and access any other modules that I would need, for that day. So another tool that we want to highlight is the training module. So again, similarly to how the observations work, I'm able to access it here. Again, the great part of this is you're able to automate your schedule and upcoming sessions and meetings. So with our extensive library that you see here, I can choose from hundreds of different toolbox talks and actually find specific content that I want to cover. So I can search ladder and find the specific ladder safety. I'm able to view the content. I've pulled up an OSHA quick card here. I can actually produce this in both English and Spanish. And from here, I can actually add context to this. So again, as you guys just saw, we were able to provide an observation, and now we want to do a follow-up. So making sure that ladder safety is top of mind, and we can ensure that all of our workers on site are trained up and have the knowledge for what they need to do to be safe. Let's make those notes. Let's put this training material together. And now we can actually choose which of our employees or field workers we can assign this toolbox talk. So once I have it created, I can actually jump back in. And again, I'm able to see the content that I've put together here. So the ladder safety, and I can actually even determine what attendees participated in this training event. So I've got the list of my employees here. I can choose particular employees to save the attendance. And not only that, we talked about accountability, making sure that each employee, has the appropriate information so that when we produce a report here, we can have each employee provide their signature. So, again, really creating that accountability and awareness of, who's learning this material, and showing that everybody does, play a part in the safety. So once we go through that process, we can actually confirm if all of the information looks correct. And then finally, all we need to do is ensure that we're sending off this report to the appropriate stakeholders. And once I submit this report, I'm able to jump back to the home screen. I can do another training session, but ultimately I can also go back to the EHS main menu to have available, again, all of the EHS modules at my disposal. So talking about, the mobile application, allowing users out in the field to perform different safety tasks, populating data, what are we doing with that data? So we also wanted to introduce the EHS admin dashboard. This is a great tool to utilize where you're going to collect all of your data, your records, your information. And the great thing with this is that, what are you doing with this valuable information? So having the ability to view this visually kind of appealing analytics and trends for each segment of the safety operations, we want to help give you that data so you can be more proactive rather than reactive when you're determining what you can do to maintain, a safe working environment. So being able to populate reports and really do a deep dive into the data to filter, by location, job, user groups, content, all of that is at your disposal. And finally, account settings and configurations are also available. And this is going to allow you to modify the system to support your unique safety program. Each company addresses safety in a unique way. Each job site has different requirements, different hazards, different risks. We want to ensure that this platform is going to give you the tools that you feel comfortable that for your specific safety platform and program, you have what you need to be successful. So again, this is really just a part of the EHS platform. There's definitely more features, great optimization, but hopefully this is a great glimpse into the platform to give you an idea of how this can offer value and really impact your safety program and policies. And then talking about what's coming soon. So, we talked about it before, but ultimately, right, we're trying to talk about connecting safety with the day-to-day construction operations. And a couple of these items here are really how we're going to start to drive that and ultimately improve on that. So number one, Document Central. Being able to make critical documentation readily available across both field and safety personnel is super valuable. Having the access in hand to the right versions of not only inspections, but certifications and other critical safety documentation is super valuable. So having a hub where you can upload all of that information, not only that, but disperse it and distribute it out so everyone in the organization is aware, is going to be a great tool to really start integrating these processes together. And next, the job site safety, being able to document your safety programs and policies, but also for creating a clear kind of job safety requirement. So again, each job is unique, each job is different in terms of the stakeholders, the risks, the requirements. We want to ensure that you can build out what that looks like. And not only that, but what that workflow is going to take to make sure that the appropriate safety tasks and processes are done for each individual job. And again, there's going to be more. So with ToolWatch EHS, we want to continue to expand of how we're going to help support our customers to operate more safely and efficiently. This is really just the beginning, and we have a great foundation of where we're at today. But it's also very exciting because the additions to come are really going to help drive the value and really help support construction organizations manage their safety. And so with that, again, that's kind of a glimpse into ToolWatch EHS, and I'm going to pass it back now over to Janan.
Great. Thanks, Matt. As I said, Matt got the fun part of the presentation. That really looked great, and we're really excited to roll this out to our customers. I do see we've got a few questions in Q&A, so why don't we go through those? And remember, if anyone in the audience does have a question, feel free to add it to that Q&A box. So the first one is this going to replace the Safety Reports app or merge with it? So I can take that one quickly, Matt. EHS really builds on the success of Safety Reports, and it's being built out specifically for the construction industry, while Safety Reports is going to remain a point solution that serves a much more broad customer base. The next question from Trina Rodriguez is, will a recording of this webinar be made available to us? Yes, so we are recording, and the recording will be sent out once it's available after we're done today. The third question is, and then I promise I'll pass it back over to you, Matt, for some more, is our company currently pays for 2 separate accounts for ToolWatch and Safety Reports. Would this allow us to merge those accounts? And say yes. So we are, you're able to use one login for both. So you're not going to be logging in separately from ToolWatch to EHS. So we'll work with you to get your safety users into EHS so you could take advantage of the benefits of using ToolWatch Cloud and ToolWatch EHS together. The next question, we've got a lot of questions here, which is great. Does the data integrate with Vista? For example, is job data, employee data available in EHS from Vista, just like it is for ToolWatch? Matt, you want to respond to that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So the answer to that question is that's coming. So today with EHS, the primary integration that we offer is with Procore and PlanGrid. However, we are working on ways that the integration capability between the ToolWatch and EHS platforms is compatible for both. So that is something that we're working on, and we're excited down the road here that we can make that possible.
Great. Somebody's asking about, can I follow who's on site at all time? I think that question is maybe more around like live tracking of individuals on a job site, if we're getting that question correct. At this time, we're not doing live tracking of individuals, but we can do when an observation is submitted. I think you saw there was that GPS information about the location of a job site when somebody makes an observation, and certainly that information comes along for any of that reporting. Did you want to expand on that, Matt?
Yeah, that's correct. So not only observations, but other modules as well. We make it very simple for users to be able to put in their geotag location for where they're performing inspections, observations, forms, etc. So that's really how we can, tell. Additionally, we do have, time stamping in that nature. So it really kind of gives the idea of when and where certain safety processes are taking place.
Great. Somebody's asking, when will it be updated from safety reports to ToolWatch? So I thought maybe I just reiterate that ToolWatch EHS is its own separate product. Safety reports is not going anywhere. ToolWatch EHS is integrated into our cloud ToolWatch platform and is really directed towards and will continue to be refined and built out specific to the construction industry. So we'll still have our safety reports product. Okay. Let's see. Great preview. I see everything is tailored towards OSHA. Is there a plan to adopt other country standards like Canada? Matt, you want to respond?
Yeah, great question. So this is actually something where we are definitely looking to expand our checklist capabilities. Like you mentioned, we really focus right now on OSHA, specifically US standards. But we're actually working on ways that we can expand that offering. Definitely going forward here, you will see more checklists, detailed, comprehensive data and documentation. So that's definitely to come.
Great. The next question, I'm not sure I understand the question, but let's see if we can figure this out. Can I direct safety equipment using manufacturing inspection requirements like fall protection?
Can I direct safety?
I think maybe what it's saying is if a manufacturer has specific inspection requirements, can those be used to direct the inspections for the safety equipment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in certain ways in the system, you have total flexibility with determining what those checklists look like, the frequency that you would inspect those items. So there's definitely a lot of capabilities in the EHS system to put your specific touch on it of what you require and how the system would operate for you and your users in the field. So in terms of that, we definitely offer some capabilities to, create some kind of customization in that aspect.
Great. Will it be a separate mobile app than the original ToolWatch app, or will they be integrated into a single mobile app? So today there is an EHS mobile app and a ToolWatch mobile app, but we do have plans to have one unified app in the future. We have another attendee asking about access control. Can you talk a little bit about access to these apps, Matt, and how you control that?
Yeah, we definitely have controls in place that are based on permissions and entitlements. So each user, depending on what you would want them to have access to, you have complete control over. And that includes, not only the modules, but the administrative side as well. Obviously, certain individuals might need access to both, maybe one module, maybe multiple, and you will have the flexibility on your end to set up however you would need for your specific organization.
Great. So many questions. This is great. Next question is, are all modules included, or do we need to pay for each module? So similar to ToolWatch, there are tiers. So depending on really where you are in your safety program journey, whether you're just getting started and you want to start working through inspections and JSAs and observations, or you've got a full-fledged safety program that you're building out, or you're looking to move to technology that you don't have or replace technology you're not happy with. It all depends. So we can work with you to figure out what tier and what modules make sense for you, and they will come as a bundle. Are you able to upload company-specific or custom sheets/cards for the toolbox talks? Matt?
Yeah, great question. Absolutely. So like I mentioned, we do offer a library of hundreds of toolbox talks that are totally free for you to use as a customer. However, like we said, we know that each company is very unique with what they want to communicate, and train on. So you have the ability to upload PDF toolbox talks to the EHS training module, and those will populate in the app as well. So, users can easily reach those, reference those, and communicate those for their daily or weekly toolbox talks.
Great, thank you. There's a question around using barcodes instead of QR codes.
Yeah, so for the EHS, really where we see kind of future thinking is that the QR codes are going to offer more capability and flexibility with storing information, specifically for the assets, equipment, different items of that nature. We're actually looking, forward thinking wise to expand on that. But in terms of storing the information and kind of the magnitude of that and storing inspection history, information on the asset, the QR codes is definitely where we're heading and where we're focused on as we move forward.
Great. Thank you. Let's see. Question on when is ToolWatch EHS available? Matt, you want to take that?
Yeah, so ToolWatch EHS is available as of today. So we have, like I mentioned, mobile applications, available through the platform. So you can definitely, get more information, learn more. But the product itself is available, and we're excited to have it launched.
Yeah, absolutely. So, why is ToolWatch EHS offered as part of ToolWatch? So isn't ToolWatch different, essentially, is the question, I think. And really, we have a vision here at ToolWatch to support our construction customers' operational needs broadly in that single unified platform. And that means sharing operational data across different functions, different departments. So ToolWatch EHS makes that vision really a reality for safety operations. So moving forward, we're going to add further capabilities to deliver more of that value and simplifying that operations by being able to share that data across equipment management, equipment inspections, certifications, trainings. All of that information really is fundamental to that broad and comprehensive operational support for our customers. So we're really starting to make those data connections to bring that value forward. One of the things that we're working on that Matt referenced was Job Site Safety Report, or JSSR. We're really working to integrate that into the data and workflows and notifications that exist already in ToolWatch as a construction operations platform, so that there is a direct link between the job site safety requirements, essentially, and whether or not those are being fulfilled, to the locations, what equipment, what people are at those locations, and how the job is going. So hopefully that answers that. And let's see, I think that there are a few questions around pricing. So just want to reiterate that ToolWatch EHS is packaged in 3 tiers. If we can reach out after the webinar to your ToolWatch contact or visit our website, we can talk to you more specifically about those tiers and the pricing for the tiers. And then let's see here. Are we able to use the same login? I think we did address this already, but I'm happy to answer that again. Yes, so if you are using ToolWatch and ToolWatch EHS, it's just one login to get into both across the platform. One more question here. We track our weekly toolbox talks for each crew. Is a report generated so we can see that they are being completed? You want to answer that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely. Every single time a meeting or toolbox talk is being done or it's scheduled, we have the information on the back end that if it's actually truly been completed or not. So we've got very detailed reports, multiple, in fact, on the training module that's going to allow you to give that information by user group. So you have ways to filter that, look at, specific information that you want to see. But definitely, that's our goal, to really give you the outlook of what's being completed, is it being done, so that you can stay on top and make adjustments if needed.
Great. Question on, what if I don't use ToolWatch today? Can I purchase just ToolWatch EHS? And yes, you absolutely can. You can do either, or you can do both. And that is, something we're more than happy to talk with you about if you'd like. And one more question over here. Can the safety reports data be exported to ToolWatch EHS? We currently use both ToolWatch and safety reports. Matt.
Yeah, so I mean, essentially any existing ToolWatch or safety reports customer, you can absolutely utilize EHS, and it's not going to compromise any of your existing data, records, information. We definitely are able to transition you to the EHS platform. And again, it's not going to compromise any existing setup or configuration, so you will not have to worry about that. And as well, being able to utilize one login between the platforms, you're going to be able to do that, and also, again, be able to reference your existing data and information that you might have had on the safety report side. So that's all going to be available.
Great. Okay, I don't see any more questions for us at this time, Matt. Hopefully we've answered all the big ones. If we missed any, absolutely reach out. We are more than happy to connect with you one-on-one and talk with you more in depth about EHS and ToolWatch and our platform. So with that, I think we can probably wrap it up. Definitely visit our website for more information. Matt and I would love to connect with you as well as individuals. And, anytime you want to reach out and talk more about the value that the platform brings, how you might adopt it in your own business and for your own outcomes, we would love to talk to you about that. So feel free to reach out via LinkedIn, Twitter, or just email info@toolwatch.com. And thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. It was great to talk through ToolWatch EHS with you. And like Janan said, please reach out with any questions. But we're super excited for this and appreciate everybody being on. So thank you.
Thanks, everyone.